Hello and welcome to the Miles to Zen podcast. This isn't actually a full podcast, but I wanted to share this story that Toni Marel talked about in the last podcast that we did. And it is such a great story about synchronicities and really the crazy things that you can dream about and how they can come into being. I hope you enjoy it. You told me a story of how you ended up living where you're living. And it is just the most delicious story. And I love it so much. And I've already shared with so many people. But can you share with us today how you ended up living in Mount Shasta? And this dream that you were having, this reoccurring dream, because it's just so delicious.
Oh yeah, of course. It's so back in 2022, I started having a reoccurring dream about a house. And it happened over and over again. And it was so clear to me that I even drew the floor plan out. I even did like a mood board, which I never do, which had aspects of the house in, and I could see the wood and the beams, like there are these big dark beams, and I saw this room that had all this glass around it, and it was green outside, but I couldn't quite see outside. And I would tell Roger about it, my husband, and he's like, well, what magical thing is happening in the house? And I'm like, really nothing magical at all. It was just we were happy. And it was just my husband and I. Um and he was like, well, what's happening? And I'm like, literally, I'm like working, and we're just content and really content there. And we were curious about where it was, and I couldn't see outside. But I knew it was green. Anyway, at the end of 2022, I didn't have any more dreams. So I'd written all this down in a journal and just kind of forgot about it. And we did when we went on a vacation in Hawaii, and we were like, maybe this is it. But I was like, it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel right. We drove around like on a couple of the different islands being like, is this it? I'm like, no, it doesn't feel right. Anyway, the end of 2022, I kind of forgot about it, put the journal away. And then my husband was working in the Bay Area in San Francisco. He had to be here for over 2 weeks. So there was a weekend in between. We were living in North Vancouver. And I said, oh, well, if you're there for 2 weeks, you should go up to Mount Shasta. And he was like, I never even heard of it. What's Mount Shasta? And I'm like, the center of the universe. You should go. And he's like, okay, I'll go. I don't know what's up there, but I'll go. So he was booking a hotel. And at the side, there was, my husband really loves real estate. So no doubt that was on his feed. But there was a real estate ad, and I walked past, and I'm like, that house, that picture right there. Click on it. And anybody who knows me knows that I'm like property and houses, my least interest. But I recognized the picture, and it was the house. And I was like we were going through the pictures, and I'm like, I knew it all. I knew the layout. I knew the rooms. I knew where it was and how it was situated. And outside it was forest. So this property had 9.5 acres of forest. And Roger was like, what's happening? I'm like, I don't know. It's the house. That's the house that I dreamt of. So he's like, I should go see the house. I'm like, you should go see the house. So he made an appointment with a real estate agent, and he was videoing as he walked into the house, and I could describe it all. I'm like, in the kitchen's just off there, and you move. It was exactly the same. And it had never been on the market.
Just blew the realtor's mind.
Was he videoing well?
like with you live streaming?
He was videoing it as he was walking in, and I
And
was just,
if you were there in his ear telling him.
yeah. And it just was the house. I don't know what to tell you. And so Roger was like, do you want to put an offer in the house? And like, yeah, I think we should put an offer in the house. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why this is happening, but I trust that, like, I can't unknow this, right? I can't unsee this as the house that I walked around so much in these dreams. So long story short, I think with it, sorry,
I was going to say, and your husband's an engineer.
he
Right.
is
He's
an
a
engineer.
pretty logical, like
Yes.
linear thinker.
Yes, very much so. And he's also really supportive of everything that I do. So I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
And it was his dream house. He's always wanted to live in the middle of a forest. And so it was, yeah. So long story short, within a week we were like under contract. And we bought the house I think a month and a half later. And I went down. It was, I think, 4th of December that he saw it. And I went down when we were already under contract between Christmas and New Year, and walking in the house and being like, I know this. Like, I know exactly this house. And so we took a leap of faith, and we're like, I don't know why we need to be here, but we need to be here. And so, yeah, and here we are in the middle of a forest in our cedar house. And yeah, I don't regret any of it. And I and there's so many things, so many synchronicities, things, happenings that have unfolded since we've been here. And so apparently we needed to be here.
Well, I love it. I love that story so much. And thank you for sharing that story.
Yeah, you're so welcome. And it's that, people, there were some people who were like, wow, this is amazing. Other people thought we were crazy to take that leap. But it's, again, it's kind of what we said before. It's like the trusting, right? It happened for a reason. I don't know the whole picture. I don't even pretend to know the whole picture, but I'll follow what it is that feels right.